Hey guys, this is Allison Warren, just checking in for another week in physics. Sorry, I wasn't quite sure if the camera was running there for a minute. This is my weekly summary for the week ending 10/18/08. We had a great week in physics. We're almost exactly halfway, if not already halfway. It has been quite the adventure so far. Project 2 is coming upon us fast. It will be due soon. We need to begin making assignments. So here is my weekly summary for this week in physics. Okay. What a week we have had with our testing the balloon launchers. And we've learned new and exciting ways to analyze data. We are now working more extensively with Excel. As I have stated in my reflections previously, I feel knowing how to better use Excel will be very beneficial to me in my future. We also had competencies and reviewed how algebra, as well as trigonometry, is involved in the equations to equate and decipher some of the everyday situations that we encounter. David had posted a quiz for us that was on Excel, where we had to use various pieces of information to figure out the last portion that was not yet contained in the Excel document that he had sent us. This newfound knowledge will help us and will allow for good practice so that we could do this Excel quiz on our own. It can be frustrating if a small mistake is made, but it can easily be fixed once the mistake is found. This allows for good practice for our project too. And it is easy to use because Excel will go through and calculate all of the answers for you, making it much easier to analyze and interpret a lot of the data that we will be given. Hopefully we can become more and more comfortable in using Excel, as it is a great tool and will benefit many of us in our future endeavors. We tested our balloon launchers twice with little success the first time, as it was a slightly dark scenario. We were able to go outside as class began, but it was still to the point where it was getting a little bit dark to see our balloon actually launch. Each group has encountered their little bumps, but we are learning to overcome. We were able to have a successful second attempt at our testing and get recordable data that was easier to analyze. We also learned about different types of energy stores as it related to our project information. These types of energy store units are gravitational, kinetic, spring or known as motion, and dissipated. We will need to learn how each applies to use information for the validity of our project. By using this newfound information on our project data, we will be able to interpret some of the numerical data that we have been given into usable facts and bar graphs that may be easier for us to read and understand, especially the stages of motion as it relates to our balloon launch. I need to structure the data and get together with our group to make assignments for each of us so that we can carry on and get this project finished. There is a lot to do this coming week. We need to complete our project and make certain our Google Doc is ready so that we can present our TIM to David. I also need to work on my scientific controversy argument document. The topic that I have been given is cloning. It has been interesting to research cloning and decipher and decide what my true feelings are regarding that topic. I will also need to catch up on my wiki and podcasting, and I also need to see what is happening with our TIM feedback so that we can make the corrections from our first project. I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for tuning in.